Hi guys, it's Deni here. Today I'm not gonna show you games that you can try out now. Instead, today we're going to take a little peek into the future and look at open world games that have yet to come out. So sit back, because today we will find out what new stuff is coming soon and whether we should wait for it or not. Some of them are already out, but not all, you know. Well, before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, let's get started. And today we are going to start with what is probably the most sensational game of the year, Atomic Heart. I talk about this game often enough that you might think I was sponsored, but I wasn't. It's just a game that really deserves a lot of attention, in case anyone doesn't know about it yet. This is a sci-fi open-world shooter in an alternate past where the USSR hasn't collapsed. On the contrary, the USSR has made great strides in technology and robotics in this game, but nothing is perfect, and the robots have rebelled and started to do some crazy things in one of their factories. You are Major P3, and it's up to you to figure out what happened there and eliminate this potential global disaster. I'm playing this game right now, and it's really great. This year is going to bring us another cool game, Crimson Desert. It's a third-person online RPG in a dark fantasy world of alternate Middle Ages. The action here will unfold on the ancient continent of Pewell. The several kingdoms have formed and are constantly fighting each other for power and resources. You will have rich adventures, hundreds of quests, epic battles, quite a long leveling up, and a large open world. The developers have promised to combine a complex story adventure in the open world and a smart online part, so the quests can be completed not only alone, but in the company of friends to get the most exciting game experience. All in all, the game is going to be great. And next we have a sequel to the exciting multiplayer open-world survival simulator with elements of Sandbox Arc 2. If you haven't seen the first part and don't know what is it, let me tell you. Here you get into a universe where humanity has to get along with very dangerous neighbors, namely dinosaurs. You will not only have to survive in very harsh conditions, but also use the dark magic to find a way to change the present and influence the future. Here the developers refactored several existing mechanics, added some new gameplay features, and also heeded the gamers' wishes and added a lot of interesting stuff. Well, at least that's what they say, and we just have to wait for the release to see if they've kept their promises.
What I thought would be forever.
We were playing with fire.
One more game on today's list is Sons of the Forest. It's a sequel to the well-known The Forest, that we had to build a base, explore a mysterious island, fight off the locals and stuff like that. The new game will take place in the same world as in the previous one, but now we are going to focus a soldier who is sent here on a special mission. However, the protagonist's helicopter is attacked by some mutant and he crashes. So he begins your adventure, and here you will have to survive, explore the area, do different tasks, see a lot of different buildings, learn different mechanics, use a lot of different weapons and much more. That is, the new adventure promises to be no less interesting than the previous one. The year 2023 will bring us Assassin's Creed Mirage. This new thrilling action game from Ubisoft will be the 13th game in the series of Assassin's Creed games, if we count the main parts. Here you will be transferred to age 161 and together with 17-year-old thief Basim ibn Ishaq you will go to the whole way from pickpocket to professional assassin under the guidance of experienced mercenary lady Lady Roshan. Initially, this game was supposed to be a DLC for Valhalla, but after a while the developers abandoned this idea due to the scale of their idea. According to the trailers, this part strongly stands out against the latest Ubisoft's work and is very similar to the first games of the series. The gameplay here will be completely focused on the narrative part and the elements of stealth and parkour, with epic open battles receding into the background due to the complexity of combat as it was before. And now we have Where Winds Meet, a role-playing game that is artistically inspired by the Ghost of Tsushima. This game takes you on a journey to an alternate fantasy version of China during the Ten Kingdoms and Northern Song dynasties. The protagonist here is a wandering swordsman who masters numerous skills, including parkour and running on water. As you wander through the world, you will complete various quests that will reveal new details about the story. You can also take on some interesting side quests. The open world here has day and night, weather and environmental changes that directly affect your character. And there are plenty of treasure houses, mysteries and scenic locations, so you'll definitely have something to do here. This year should also see a new Tom Clancy's The Division game. The future third-person military tactical shooter will be entitled Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland. The game will be based on ideas and concepts from previous parts of the series and will bring events in not so distant future with familiar scenery, looking like something between post-apocalyptic and fantastic view of the states in the mid-21st century. The gameplay here will remain the same dynamic and spectacular. Fights will take place in cramped gladiatorial arenas filled with bots, which by the way will get stronger as you go through the game, or random real opponents. However, PvP mode as before will be available only in some combat zones. The combat style will be very familiar to those who have played the previous parts. There will be the same roles, obstacle shelters and the ability to pass information to your teammates. As for the story, it's again centered around survival in the atmosphere of half-destroyed American city, very much like New York City. While the average time to wait for new releases is about 1-2 years, we've been waiting for Dead Island 2 for almost 10 years, and I do hope that it will finally come out this year. It's a zombie action game focused on crafting and cooperative gameplay. Here you and your friends will survive in zombie-infested sunny California, complete all sorts of quests, collect resources and craft cool weapons. Of course, you can do all these things alone, but the game experience won't be so exciting, won't it? This game is expected to feature cool, modern graphics and anatomically detailed enemy dismemberment system, which will make to the gameplay even more exciting. Another upcoming game that we take a look at today is Redfall. It is a large-scale first-person shooter with a huge open world, an exciting story and co-op mode. Here, the small town of Redfall, located on an island in Massachusetts, is invaded by vampires. You will go on an exciting journey through a lot of different locations, trying to escape from the Daman Island, while trying to unravel the mystery of monsters to save the citizens. Besides vampires, there are cultists on the island who worship these bloodthirsty monsters like gods. And there are also mercenaries from Bellwether Security, a private military company. Well, there are plenty of targets to test your weapons. If you've always dreamed of becoming a wizard but didn't know how to do it, I'll show you how. You can go to the special educational institutional Hogwarts in Hogwarts Legacy, and they will teach you how to become a true wizard. You will have to go on an adventure as a rookie wizard who will enter Hogwarts and encounter all sorts of events in this mysterious place. This game positions itself as a role-playing journey with elements of character improvement improvement and world exploration. The main thing here is to attend classes. They will be taught spells, defense against the dark arts, herbalism, potions, and so on. So if you read the Harry Potter books and watch the movies and always envy this young talent, then you'll have a great opportunity to be in his shoes and experience for yourself what it's like to be a Hogwarts student. By the way, write in the comments below how you feel about the Harry Potter universe. I'd really like to know how many of you are fans of the magical story. Speaking of well-known and much-loved universes, we should also mention Avatar, namely the upcoming game Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. This is a colorful adventure project that is set in the lands of the mysterious planet Pandora. The main character, he will be a representative of Na'vi people, who have to fight with the RDA forces that are threatening the safety of the planet. The gameplay of this game combines all the best features of modern games. You will have to a huge open world, battles with different enemies, animal riding, a lot of random events that you will directly participate in, and much more. Looks like pretty good. I've told you about Starfield before, but why not mention it today? This is a role-playing sci-fi action-adventure game where you will go on a space journey. The game is set on the unnamed galaxy in the 24th century. The protagonist is a member of Constellation, the organization of space explorers, and one of the main factions in the game. The gameplay is based mostly on the galaxy exploration, but there are also some battles, a lot of story and side quests, and much more. According to some rumors, there will be a lot of quests and events in the game, which can even influence the events, even the fateful ones. On a new adventure. And here we have a Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. This game is a unique fairy tale adventure that offers you to go to a world full of interesting places. The game is a sequel to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and here Link's adventures will be more ambitious. Here you will go to explore the endless Hyrule. By the way, here Link will get new abilities. Now you can use portals to pass through solid objects, use flamethrower to fight. However, it's better to just wait for the game's release and see it all for yourself. I'm sure fans of this game series will definitely love this one. And today we are going to stop at Rise of Ronin. Well, this game won't come out until next year, but nevertheless, it's very cool and worth mentioning. By the way, should I do a list of games that are coming out in 2024? Write in the comments below what you think about it. Anyway, Rise of Ronin is a third-person Japanese action RPG. The story will take place in Japan at the end of 19th century. You will take the role of Ronin, a warrior without a master, and go on an epic journey at the dawn of a new era to stop the chaos the country has fallen into due to despotic rulers, deadly diseases, Western influence, and civil wars. There is not much information about the game yet, but the trailers show that it looks pretty good and interesting. And yeah, since the game doesn't come out until 2024, there will be plenty of time for the dev to get the game to perfection. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found something interesting, and if so, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been Deni, see ya guys soon.